As coronavirus restrictions begin to ease, many of us are thinking about when can we travel again?
Is it safe, and how do you assess the risks of traveling during a pandemic? Well, let's find out. Ed Manny is the president of Burkholder Travel here in Madison. Welcome back to Live Before Ed. Good to see you.
Hi, Ed. Good to see you.
Good to be seen. Thanks for the opportunity.
So what about traveling domestically? Can you plan a vacation now?
Yes, you can. The flight schedules right now in June are operating at about 10 to 15% of normal. But in July, most airlines have already published that their flight schedules will be between 30 and 40% of what they were last year at the same time.
And what I'm sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Just like local businesses.
Okay, what do fares look like now? I was looking at them recently, and I was surprised that they weren't as low as I expected. Is that just because it's summertime?
Partly because it's summer, but it's mainly due to the market-by-market basis. There are some flights that have never been as cheap as they are today. I've never seen them that low. And other destinations, they're not as low as I would have expected them. But it's really on a destination-by-destination basis.
A lot of people are hopping in the car and taking a road trip. Is there a problem with that?
No, not as far as I can see.
Hotels are open?
It depends on the state. Like California, I think the hotels just opened in Southern California this week. But I was on the road the last 2 weeks and stayed in hotels in like Wyoming and Utah and Colorado, and they were open.
What about international travel?
International travel, there are certain destinations that are open right now, like Jamaica has opened up this week. Cancun has opened up. The Caribbean is opening up on a rolling island by island basis, beginning next week and continuing through mid-July.
What about Europe?
Europe right now is still closed to U.S. citizens, except for Portugal. You can go to Portugal. Ireland, I believe, is also open, but those are, I believe, the only two countries.
Well, how about the cruise industry? They took a big hit with this.
Yeah, they did. They did. But it's amazing. People are booking cruises. In fact, over the last 3 weeks, the number one thing we've sold are Alaska cruises for next year.
Next year?
For next year, which usually this early, nobody's booking Alaska for next year. But now people are, because they couldn't go this year, they're jumping into the market for next year. So I would suspect that normally the Alaska cruises are fairly sold out by February. I'll bet this year it's going to be in September, October, that many of them will be sold out for next fall.
Wow.
But no cruises are going now, right?
No, the cruises, all the major cruise lines are shut down until August 1st for the majority of them, okay? But it depends on where they're going, because if they're stopping at international ports, they have to, that country has to be open for U.S. visitors and international visitors.
So people have to assess the risk and go from there, I guess.
You have to go, like you said, destination by destination, right, Ed? I guess that's the best way to do it.
And the cruise lines everybody's relaxed their policies. So if you book something and it doesn't work out for you because of some restrictions that come into play, most of the cruise lines and tour operators are saying, it's all right, you can rebook the same cruise at a later date and there's no change fee or penalty or anything like that.
All right. Slowly but surely we'll get back to some sort of normal.
Yeah, we're all looking forward to that.
Ed, thanks for being with us today.
Great to see you, Ed. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. You too.